Here we go.
Down to, well, now back into 15, but it gets down to 14.5. Just needs a little more time.
Howdy fellas, welcome back. This is the Travis Farms YouTube channel. I'm sitting right here by our 635 FD header by John Deere. Basically what that stands for is it's the 6 series, 35 feet long, and it's a flex draper header. Draper is just these belts. Instead of there being an auger in this header to reel the soybeans in, it's just like a belt that spins really quick and just drags the soybeans in. Now what I got to do this morning before we get combining is a couple of these, actually just one of them, somewhere around here. One of these guards is chipped off and broke. I'll have to find it right here. So you can see it's chipped off, it's broke off. This is what it's supposed to look like. So I got to go and I got to fix that. And then also we were having issues. This spring we ran some tile line down at the bottom of the hill and it kind of has some dirt mounds. And we were having issues with the draper header slipping and things like that and getting dirt up underneath it. So right here, this will show me my tension of my draper head. And so as you can see, it's in the yellow and it needs to be in the green. So I gotta adjust that. Other than that, not much. Just kind of overlook the combine. Two hands. There we go, now we're talking. A little bit more, there you go. Alrighty, so for all the non-farmers out there that don't really know how a combine works, it's pretty simple and it's very effective. So we're going to open up one of these rotor doors here. So basically how the combine works is all the grain is going to come through this big tube here. It goes all the way back, it's called a bullet rotor. And basically what it does is it takes the grain in, puts it up against these bars here called the concaves, and it threshes the soybean from the actual pod. So all the the chaff is going to keep moving down this rotor, and soybeans and chaff are going to fall down into the sieve section, and it's slowly going to work the chaff like this. It's going to work it back and it's going to separate it from the soybeans. So that's how it works, and that's how it cleans the grain. But before all that, it has to go through the header, come into the feeder house, and it gets drugged from the beginning of the feeder house all the way up to that rotor. And then from the rotor back, it just does its thing. Now all the trash and debris, we call it chaff, and it's just sitting out here in the field. That's what I'm walking on. It's going to come through the sieves. It's going to go into the spreader and be spread out amongst the field, so that way it has even coverage, things like that. So the whole reason that I opened this big door here, sadly, is not just to show you guys how the combine works, but instead to get to this toolbox right here, because in this toolbox should be some guards. No guards in the toolbox. Well, I lied. Looks like we're not going to be placing a guard on the combine right now. See how much fuel this thing's got. About halfway. It could use some fuel. I think that's what we're going to do next. I think we're going to go get this thing some fuel. So before we can get the combine over to the fuel, we have to move the header trailer that's in the way. Right there. So our fuel barrel is right there by them duals, and we have to move this header cart so that way we can fit through here, which I don't even know if we will be able to fit through here because we have a big 35-foot header on the front. But we'll find out. Easy enough. We got the header cart on here. So quiet. So we're gonna have to think skinny up here because I got a semi and a baler and a cultivator right there, and I don't really want to hit any of them with this really expensive head. But my plan is to turn into that gravel patch over there and then back up to the fuel barrel because I don't think I can get in facing forward. But we'll try that first, just, you know, why not? We got all day, right? No need to harvest right now. I think. Alright, so I put you guys in different spots so maybe you can watch me fail. Last year I did get the corn head through here, but yes, I'm not even going to try it. I can already tell you it's not going to fit. I really hope I'm not about to smoke this grain bin with my unload auger right now. That would be unfortunate. I don't see it bending, so that's good. Alright, now to see if we wrecked anything. We're looking good, but we have to get close enough to where this hose is going to reach about right where that John Deere symbol is. So everybody place their bets on if I wreck the combine or not. So I tried changing my angle. Obviously you can see how that got me. I really don't know how I'm going to get this to work, to be honest with you guys. I really have no clue. What? Yeah. Combine needs fuel. We have a fuel barrel. Obviously it's not around here. I don't know. This might work. It's gonna be close. Well, I didn't wreck the combine, which is always a good thing. We're going to take out my 20 acres of soybeans right now, which is the first planted field on our farm. Guys, so we're combining now. Everything seems to be going pretty well. We're not really having very many troubles. They had an issue. They had a bearing that went out a couple of hours ago. Actually, it went out last night. And so they had to get that taken care of. But right now we're running some Golden Harvest soybeans that we planted actually in one of my previous videos. We planted this field. And we're running these soybeans right now. They're testing about 13% moisture. So, as my Uncle Clint says, is let her eat full money. So right now I'm unloading onto Adam on his tractor in the cart. And we're doing a yield calibration. So what I have on my monitor is just an estimate on what the actual weight is on the cart. So Adam has a scale in his tractor, and he's going to be able to tell me the actual weight that I am putting in soybeans onto his cart. So that way we can adjust our yield monitor and we can get a correct yield.
The standard load pounds that you have.
The iPad it says 13,385, and then on the combine it says 13,347.
Touch it because you're actually at 13,950, so now it's trading just a little bit low, so it's pretty close.
So here's an issue we're running into. All these soybeans here are kind of laid down towards the south, and it's bunching up soybeans really bad, and I can't bring them in at the reel too good. I'm trying to adjust the reel down so that way I can bring more soybeans in, but we're having issues there because it's all going away from us, so it's kind of difficult to pick the soybeans up. I just got too cocky and I tried to
Trouble?
do it. Yeah, I got the head got slugged or something. Let's see if we can reverse it. I noticed out here that there was a piece of trash laying in the soybeans. I don't want to send that through the combine. I wonder where they put the restroom. So they say if you plant in the dust, your bins will bust. Hopefully that applies for combining too, because as you can tell, I cannot see anything except for like my head. Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell whether or not yield or the moisture's right, because we've been going through areas that have a lot of grass in it, so it's hard to tell whether it's picking up actual beans or not. The beans seem to feel dry. Might as well check and see how the combine's running. So here's kind of what we're running into. As you can see, there's just a bunch of green beans like this, and there's swollen ones. They're just high moisture and we don't know why. So Kevin's gonna come take a look at it and we're gonna go from there, but these aren't safe to put in a grain bin. north to one of our fields that's in Fontenelle, which is about 45 minutes, a little northwest of us. And we're going to take some fuel up there because they ran the combine pretty low on fuel, so we got to fill the combine up. We also might have to fill a tractor up. So that's what we got to do this morning yet. Beans, we didn't really have that much of a do down here. I don't know about up there because we had a lot of wind last night. So the beans, I'm not sure when they're going to go. My day's going to be cut short because of school and stuff. I got to be back in town. So this is what we're doing right now. It's about 7 o'clock. We're going to take off here for the next 5 minutes probably. Just about half full. So just a little bit more, we'll be on our way. There we go. Finally, after spinning the truck around 86 million times, I think I got it to the point where I could possibly fill this thing with fuel. So let's see what I can wreck here. Oh my goodness. Guys, I might be getting fired. I just drove this thing all the way here with basically no tire on it. Well, it's probably my last day on this farm. Might have just got fired. You know, there's only so much you can control though. Set that in there. Now I gotta flip that little gray thing right there. You can't really see it very well, but gotta flip it up. Whoa, about fell off this thing. Without that little green bar, I definitely would have. Acrobatics, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go see if this tractor needs any fuel. There's an icon that'll pop up on the corner post. Yeah, I still got 3/4 of a tank. It should be all right. All I know is that I'm in like the middle of a valley here, and the guys were about 10 minutes away with semis 10 minutes ago. It was good knowing you, Combine. I ruined the fuel trailer, so probably not going to be able to stay in this operation much longer, but it was good. Now I start living off of beans. Now that I don't have a paycheck, even though I really didn't even get a paycheck before, but still, I'm gonna have to find a different source of food. Might have to live out here in these jungles for a little while. Somebody got the combine dirty. Looks like hydraulic oil. I'll be darned. I just decided right now that both my uncles are now gonna also be YouTube famous. So whenever I'm talking to them, you guys are gonna be able to talk to them too, because the camera's gonna be in their face. Who doesn't put a pocket in a flannel so that way I can shove my cold hands in there? It's the little things, guys. It's the little things. But I do like this pocket right here, because my camera will go in there. So it's the little things. You having a good day so far?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Well, that's good, because you're not gonna want to see this.
Connor, what did you do to that tub?
No, not this. Even better.
What? Oh, yeah, that's
I might have wrecked your tire.
that looks about like what I expected.
Yeah. Well,
Pretty well shot.
yeah, I have the camera on so that way they can tell if you guys like beat me up or something.
Connor did. Actually, that is the simple fix. Look what your Uncle Clint did to the tongue. That one is a little more
Yeah, well.
got tired just for that.
Oh guys, Clint's coming to switch me because I gotta get back to school, so my day's cut short a little bit, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This video is most likely gonna be a compressed video where there's 2 different days into one video. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Always comment if you have any questions, feel free. And like the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.